Hello students, today we are going to study about the review of basic concepts of electric circuit part 2 of the subject electrical circuit and network. Let us go through the contents. We are going to study about the voltage and current response of pure R circuit and phasor representation, voltage and current response of pure L circuit and phasor representation, and voltage and current response of pure C circuit and phasor representation. First one is the voltage and current response of pure R circuit. In the diagram, we can see there is an AC supply voltage represented as small v equals to Vm sin omega t, which is connected to a resistor, and a current I is flowing through the circuit. So the circuit containing only a pure resistance of R ohms in the AC circuit is known as a pure resistive AC circuit. The presence of inductance and capacitance does not exist in a purely resistive circuit. The alternating current and voltage both move forward as well as backward in both the directions of the circuit. Hence, the alternating current and voltage follows a shape of the sine wave or the sinusoidal waveform. So, the value of current will be maximum when omega t equals to 90 degree or sin omega t equals to 1. So we can see that the supply voltage, that is the instantaneous value of voltage, is represented as V equals to Vm sin omega t, and current will be given by I equals to V by R. So if we substitute the value of V, we will get Vm sin omega t by R. So putting the value of sin omega t in equation 2, we will get I equals to Im sin omega t. From equation 1 and 3, it is clear that there is no phase difference between the applied voltage and current flowing through a purely resistive circuit. That is, there will be no phase angle between voltage and current. So, the phase angle will be represented as 0 for a pure resistive circuit. So, in AC circuit containing a pure resistance, the current is basically in phase with the voltage as shown in the waveform. In the given figure, we can see the blue waveform is representing voltage, and the red waveform is representing current. So, the peak value of voltage and the peak value of current both attain a maximum value at pi by 2, and they are starting at the same time from origin. Similarly, they are attaining a maximum value of 3 pi by 4 at a value of 3 pi by 4, and they are coinciding the maximum value at the same point. So we can see that they are originating from 0 and ending at 2 pi at the same time. So we can see from the diagram that for a pure resistive circuit, both the current and voltage will coincide. So when we will draw the phasor diagram, we will draw the current in the same direction as that of the voltage. Next one is the voltage and current response of pure L circuit and phasor representation. Here the circuit contains only inductance, that is, and no other quantities, that is R or C will not be present. And for a pure inductive circuit, the current will lag behind the voltage by an angle of 90 degrees. We will calculate it by the following equations. So in the given diagram, we can see that there is a supply voltage V equals to Vm sin omega t, and an inductor is connected in series with the supply voltage. So let the alternating voltage applied to the circuit be given by the equation V equals to Vm sin omega t, As a result, an alternating current I flows through the inductance, which induces an EMF in it. Therefore, the equation is shown below, that E equals to minus L di by dt. That is, for an inductor, we know that the induced EMF is represented as minus L into di by dt. Similarly, the EMF which is induced in the circuit is equal and opposite to the applied voltage. Hence, the equation becomes V equals to minus E. Now, putting the value of E in equation 2, we get the equation as V equals to minus of minus L di by dt, or Vm sin omega t equals to L di by dt, or di equals to Vm by L sin omega t dt. Now, integrating both sides of equation 3, we will get I equals to Vm by omega L minus cos omega t. That is, by integrating di, we will get on the left hand side only current, that is I, and on the right hand side we will get Vm by omega L minus cos omega t. So, I will be given as Vm by omega L sin omega t minus pi by 2. That is, we are substituting the cos value with a sin value. So, it will be represented as sin omega t minus pi by 2 equals to Vm by XL. XL is representing here omega L. That is, XL is the inductive reactance multiplied by sin omega t minus pi by 2. So, the maximum value of current will be reached when sin omega t minus pi by 2 will be equal to 1. So, Im will be equals to Vm by XL. So, substituting this value of Im in equation 5 and putting it in equation 4, we will get I equals to Im sin omega t minus pi by 2. So, the current in the pure AC inductive circuit lags behind the voltage by an angle of 90 degrees. The waveform, power curve and phasor diagram of a purely inductive circuit is shown below. Now, here in the waveform, we can see the blue waveform is representing the voltage and the red waveform is representing the current. So, when the voltage waveform is starting or originating from 0, the current waveform is starting from 90 degrees. That is, the voltage is starting or leading the current by an angle of 90 degrees. That is, the phase difference between the voltage and current is 90 degrees. So, we can see from the waveform that the current is lagging behind the voltage by an angle of 90 degrees, and this is applicable only for a pure inductive circuit. So, we will represent it as, we will draw the voltage along the x-axis and the current along the negative y-axis. So, if you draw current along the negative y-axis, it will represent it as a lagging current by an angle of 90 degrees. So, the voltage, current and power waveform are shown in blue, red and pink colors respectively. So, when the value of voltage and current are at its peak or as a positive value, the power is also positive, and similarly when the voltage and current gives negative waveform, the power will also become negative. This is because of the phase difference between voltage and current. Now, when the voltage drops, the value of current also changes. So, when the value of current is at its maximum or peak value of the voltage, at that instance of time will be 0. Therefore, the voltage and current will be out of phase with each other by an angle of 90 degrees. The phasor diagram is also shown on the left hand side of waveform, where I am lag voltage Vm by an angle of pi by 2. Next is the voltage and current response of a pure C circuit. So, a circuit containing only capacitor, a pure capacitor, is called as a pure capacitor circuit. The capacitor basically stores electrical power in electric field. Their effect is known as capacitance, and it is also called the condenser. So in the given diagram, we can see that the supply voltage is represented as V equals to Vm sin omega t, which is connected in series with a capacitor. So let the alternating voltage be V equals to Vm sin omega t, and the charge of the capacitor at any instant of time is given by Q equals to Cv, where Q is representing the charge. Now current flowing through the circuit is given by the equation I equals to dq by dt. That is, rate of change of charge is represented as current. So putting the value of Q from equation 2 in equation 3, we will get I equals to d dt multiplied by Cv. That is, we are replacing the value of Q by Cv. So taking the constants out, that is, if we substitute the instantaneous value of voltage by Vm sin omega t, the constant value Cvm will be taken out of the differential equation, and we will differentiate ddt of sin omega t. So for that we will get omega Cvm cos omega t. Now by rearranging the equation as Vm by 1 divided by omega c and sin omega t plus pi by 2, we can write the final equation as I equals to Vm by xc into sin omega t plus pi by 2. That is, the inductive, that is the capacitive reactance, is represented as xc equals to 1 by omega c. So we have replaced in the equation as xc for 1 by omega c. So the value of current will be maximum when sin omega t plus pi by 2 will be equal to 1. Therefore, the value of maximum current Im will be given as Im equals to Vm divided by xc. Substituting the value of Im in equation 4, we will get I equals to Im sin omega t plus pi by 2. In the pure capacitor circuit, the current flowing through the capacitor leads the voltage by an angle of 90 degrees. Therefore, the phasor diagram and the waveform of voltage, current and power are shown below. So, in this case, it will be definitely the reverse of an inductive circuit. That is, the voltage will lag behind the current by an angle of 90 degrees. So, in the diagram, we can see the blue waveform is representing voltage and the red waveform is representing current. So when the voltage is originating from 0, current has already started 90 degrees before the voltage. So when the voltage is attaining a value of pi, the current has already completed one cycle before 90 degrees. So we can see that the current is leading here and voltage is lagging here by an angle of 90 degrees from current. So when we will represent it in form of x-axis and y-axis, we will draw the voltage along x-axis and we will draw current in the direction of positive y-axis with an angle of 90 degree leading. So for a pure C, that is capacitive circuit, current will lead the voltage by an angle of 90 degrees. So we have seen the phasor diagrams of both the R, L and C circuits. For R circuit, we will remember that the current and voltage will remain in the same phase. For an inductive circuit, the current will lag the voltage by an angle of 90 degrees. And for a capacitive circuit, the current will lead the voltage by an angle of 90 degrees. So the red color shows the current, blue color is for the voltage curve and pink color indicates a power curve in the above waveform. So when the voltage is increased, the capacitor gets charged and reaches or attains its maximum value, and therefore a positive half cycle is obtained. Further, when the voltage level decreases, the capacitor it gets discharged and the negative half cycle is formed. When the value of voltage is decreased and reaches a value pi, the value of voltage starts getting negative and the current attains its peak value. As a result, the capacitor starts discharging. This cycle of charging and discharging the capacitor continues. So the values of voltage and current are not maximized at the same time because of the phase difference, as they are out of phase with each other by an angle of 90 degrees. The phasor diagram is also shown in the waveform, indicating that the current Im leads the voltage by an angle of pi by 2. So we have seen clearly all the waveforms for pure R, pure L and pure C circuits and their relation with in phase for both voltage and current. So for a pure R circuit, current and voltage will remain in phase. For a pure L circuit, current will lag the voltage by an angle of 90 degrees, and for a pure C circuit, the current will lead the voltage by an angle of 90 degrees. Thank you.